Being a man is pretty easy when you think about it. I mean, you really just gotta have three things, right? You gotta have a deep voice, you gotta have a long beard, and of course, you gotta have the big guns. Well, if I asked you to take a second and think about the ideal man, think about, what makes a man a man. Um, I think some of us would think that, extremely muscular, extremely power lifter, body lifter, bodybuilder, and just, this ape of a man, for lack of better words. And some of us may think, those guys in the motorcycle commercials or whatever, when they've got they're in the middle and there's a bunch of women around them that want to be with him. And some of us may even think that, it means fame, fortune, success. Well, unfortunately, that's what society tells us, and society is quite often wrong. Here is what a man looks like. Yeah. If there's any takeaway from this video, I hope that it is that, to be a man, you've got to serve. Nothing less than that. You've just got to serve. So, that being said, let me give an example of what I really mean. So compare a wheat to a man. Let's use this analogy. Compare a wheat to a man, a grain of wheat, or a seed for that matter. The sole purpose of the seed is to die, so that the flower in it and the fruit in it can blossom, can grow, can be nourished. And that's the exact that's the exact thing that us men are called to do. We're not called to take and use. We're called to lend and give and serve. Lend and give is the same word. And so that's, I didn't want to talk about this because this isn't super relevant, but it's becoming a big problem. It's becoming a big issue, especially as we're moving on in the world. Ditch the porn. Ditch it. Throw it away. Get rid of it. No matter what it takes, get rid of it, because that is only emasculating you. Because what that's teaching you is that at any time you want, you can satisfy yourself by using someone else. And that is not at all what constitutes a man, or what qualifies someone to be a man. That reduces you to someone that reduces you to an addict, and that's it. That there's nothing more to it than that. Ditch the porn. Stop objectifying women, because they're not there to be objectified. To be a man is to not want to be a best-selling book. To be a man is to be a footnote in someone else's best-selling book. And we can't be like that if we're constantly trying to fulfill ourselves. Everything for me, myself, and I. No, we've been given the duty, not even the right, we've been given the responsibility to go and to serve. And that is what we're called to do as men. Lastly, how can you apply it into your daily life? Well, the simplest example would be serve at home. How often do you go and do the dishes without being asked? And this is stuff I've been working on myself too. How often do you go and do the dishes without being asked? How often do you pick up, the vacuum and just start vacuuming? How often do you mow the lawn without being asked? Start small, and then as you eventually branch out into more areas of your life, like when the time comes that you have a girlfriend, when the time comes that you have a wife that you need to take care of, you've already built a foundation of how to serve. And you're not going in there blind, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to fix, I don't know what to do, And so start at home, start now, wherever you may be. Start to offer that help. Always be the first to offer that help. And this is not something that's just to be liked or just to be wanted. To serve is to not want anything in return, to not expect anything in return. God said that as much that is given to you, that much is expected of you. And quite frankly, a lot of us are talented in so many different ways. Some of us have the ability to draw, some of us have the ability to speak, some can sing, and some can play sports, some are excelling at sports. Well, how are you going to use that to your own, to benefit others, to serve others, to help others grow? My dad, he comes home from work, and he's always tired, but he'll be the first, without even saying anything, to go and do the dishes. He's exhausted, and he'll still do that. The day he gets to spend with us, he chooses to come help mow the lawn. You know, the priests are doing, their entire lives are dedicated to serving the people of the church. Pastors. So, you know, take it from those examples that that's what it takes to be a man, and to not have people at your beck and call serving you. Rather, you are the one that is at someone's beck and call. A man is not defined by his fame, reputation, skill, or power. Rather, by his ability to serve wholeheartedly. My name is Travis. This is Bread Come to Life. Thank you for watching.